Leo Hart, welcome back to Face, buddy. It's great to have you here. I had a very interesting conversation with you last time. How are things going? And has the new political environment, Leo, done anything to change your work? You were a Bitcoin bull. We had a nice run after you were here. Where do you stand on Bitcoin now, Leo?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Glad to be here, and um, it's a pleasure to talk to you and discuss stuff. And I will start with your question.
Okay.
Actually, uh, last month or two, we were quite surprised that the bull run paused for a moment for a few weeks, and
Do you
me
want to share your screen, Leo? It's at the
absolutely
bottom.
sure.
Let me
Uh,
see your setup here. There we go.
yes.
Okay. All right.
And uh, before we go to the recent updates, I will start with the very beginning. So this is my first trading idea on TradingView, which is exactly 18 months ago, August 23.
Yeah.
And let's see how it started. I just built the model. The blue line is a power law and the sinusoidal wave, which is the
Yeah.
a damped harmonic oscillation model around the power law. And in August 23, we were here just the beginning of the new
Right.
cycle. And let's
Yeah.
see how it went. Just went up and went
Right.
down, went up again, and we are flatting right now. So we're still within the channel. The
Okay.
channel predicts continuation of the bull run and the top somewhere mid-year, end of year, somewhere here. Actually, I was expecting a little bit steeper increase in this phase, but this decline a little bit
Let
disappointing.
me let me ask you
Yeah,
this on that
yeah,
last chart you were showing, Leo. We're
another one,
holding
the same one, basically.
okay, well it showed all the lines and we were on the bottom line.
Right,
Uh,
exactly.
okay, so if we take out that bottom line, I'm not sure the is that what do you do? Is that like the market? Is that a get out of the way signal? If it breaks this sino wave, the lowest, probably the longest term magnitude doesn't spend a lot of time there. I noticed to the left.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just
it, it
3%, 3% of time below this the green line.
okay. What happens if you get a clean break of it?
I consider if we stay longer than 2 weeks below this line, then I will probably need to reevaluate some parameters, move a little
Okay.
bit. You
Okay.
see, there was a case right here
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
16, 17, this prolongation of the bull run related to ICO phase, ICO introduction, and Bitcoin was a little bit suppressed with liquidity going into altcoins. Um, uh,
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
happen. It happened in 2019. We went up when the Tether was introduced, and that Tether was a new uh, way of attracting new investors through Tether and then to Bitcoin. But generally, the wave captures the whole history of data from 2009, actually
Yeah.
October 2009, and therefore uh, I don't expect the price going above or below for long. It could be
Okay.
like days or 1 week, but
Okay.
not
So
far.
I
Not,
mean, based upon your system,
yeah.
Bitcoin's a decent buy against the lower end of the range of your sino wave.
Absolutely, absolutely. This just the basic the base line within the corridor, the wave corridor is a best buy zone.
Would
Uh,
75,000 change it? Because there are technical targets that take it back to the breakout. That's where the breakout was at 75,000 for the last run.
mhm.
If we close under 90, we flirted with it a few times. if we get a clean break of 90 grand, that's going to measure like 75 or 70. Would that change the picture for you?
If it goes briefly, then it doesn't change the picture. If
Okay.
it goes for a long time, then something changed. That
Oh,
will be indicator of some substantial change in the pattern.
okay.
Uh,
All right. So,
yeah.
and anything else you are keeping an eye on that in this new year that we're in and,
Yeah,
new political
with
environment?
yeah, definitely I was expecting something like this, and this didn't happen. This really didn't
Okay.
happen.
Thank you
Uh,
for your transparency.
yes, but no, no.
Yeah. There's some
But
people, well, you know what, Leo? It's true. Do you ever hear people say, "Well, I was wrong. It didn't go to according to plan." They just don't even talk about it anymore.
yeah,
It's like, or
that's
they revise it. Anyway, I
yeah, but
appreciate when, because no one's perfect
right.
in the market, no system, no wave. It's a matter of probabilities, and probabilities are,
Absolutely, yeah,
they're
and
not certainties,
I consider my model as a nested model. It's like a tree. There are thick branches of the tree, the roots, and there are smaller branches which flex more. And this
hmm
some short-term technical analysis lines they may not hold um, for a short time. I mean, they can break, but the long-term patterns they definitely play. For example, the power law is always in place, and the band, the total band is also playing good. The minimum and the maximum zone they play pretty well, and it takes years to break them or to change the pattern. But the
Yes.
smaller patterns like expectations of the of faster bull run, they definitely can go wrong, like this one. Yeah, this is disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay. So
it
you're a
just
little
went
disappointed.
sideways.
Um, so, you know, your work, do you look at eclipses?
Solar eclipses,
Eclipses. You look at eclipses. Like
right?
we have a lunar eclipse coming up, an eclipse series. I think the lunar
No,
is the
I
14th.
saw people posting about this, and I respect this work, but I don't look specific. I don't find the correlation. I look at the elections and the halvings events, for example. I think these are two most important events affecting the tops. And some people link the tops to the 4 year cycle, basically linking to elections, which
Oh,
happens
okay.
every 4 year. And
Okay.
this estimation goes to the end of the year, like November or something. But
Okay.
um, I consider the tops linked to halvings more than elections. So for me, the cycle is like 47 months. It's 1 month shorter than the 4 years, and therefore the halvings and the elections they kind of diverge. Here, they in 2012 they were just almost at the same time, but then the distance began to increase, and therefore we had a double top last time. So one first top was linked to halving somehow, but second top was linked to election, and now
Okay.
the distance even greater. It's increased like 20 days or something more
Uh-huh.
than before, and right now, we kind of skip the first stop, probably going towards the end of the wave, probably in the summer. But usually, summer is not a good time to have a market top. There's
Yeah.
sell in
Usually the
May, go
fall.
away.
Yeah.
It should be either May or September, probably.
Okay.
So
And did you
September.
say housing along with presidential? You said housing
No,
affects it?
well, probably not. Just misspelled something.
Okay. Well, you said elections and one other factor. What was that other factor?
Elections and halving events.
Halvings.
Halving, yeah.
Okay. All right, I got you now. All right.
Sorry.
All right, that's okay. Your English is better than my ability to speak in your native language. So, okay, so that's a pretty good roadmap. You'd be
Mhm.
buying this pullback, and you'd consider 75,000 in Bitcoin a gift.
Right now, yes, definitely. And the next bottom will be somewhere around 75,000. If we
Oh,
go
you think
to,
we are going to go to 75,000?
yeah, probably here in
Yeah.
26 in 2026 and
Okay.
summer. It's
Okay. So that's after higher first and then back down.
yeah, definitely. We go
All
high
right.
first. And actually, right now, I don't expect 75 because the bottom
Yeah.
of the wave is around 89.
Okay.
And uh, here it's about anti 89. And we
Okay.
don't usually break it down for long at least.
Okay.
Yeah, here
Uh,
I can
you you're
add.
following gold?
No,
No
uh,
gold. The stock market's mainly just Bitcoin. That's it. And
just yeah, I follow just Bitcoin because it's completely different from the other markets.
everything. Yeah.
Especially in mathematically, I model the logarithm of Bitcoin because it
Right.
behaves in logarithmic term. We always see it in logarithmic scale because just the multiple like percentages matter or multiples or excess. We see the excess how it increases and not the um, dollar amounts. We
Okay.
don't measure it in dollars in dollar
Okay.
amounts. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people in the attendees in the crowd are saying things like, "This guy is fantastic." So, we have a pretty sophisticated audience that see all kinds of work, so they're not easily impressed. So, you're getting good reception on this. Anything else market-wise that you want to talk to us about?
Oh, just there is a good discussion about what is the effect of the ETFs and
Oh yeah.
MicroStrategy or strategy right now on
Oh yeah.
or strategic reserves. These
Yeah.
are all definitely the bullish signs, but from the fundamental point of view, and it's kind of hurting the idea of Bitcoin. If people just trade Bitcoin on the exchanges or stock exchanges or futures exchanges, they don't really go out of the system in terms of the payment and self-storage and other benefits of
Right.
holding Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And
They're just trading it like it's another instrument.
another
Yeah,
asset,
it's
right?
yeah, it's
Asset
just
class.
another, CFDs, whatever.
Yeah.
They're
And
just
eventually
trading it.
it
They don't
dim
own it. They're not hodlers.
absolutely.
And
And
you profess everyone should be a hodler. That's the main reason for owning this is to be decentralized.
sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
So,
And
okay,
I
okay.
believe that this diminishes the public interest in joining this system in the first place.
Right.
And also that too much of the centralized control by the BlackRock or
Yeah, Larry
other
Fink.
institutions over Bitcoin can eventually lead to them trying to change the code, introduce some other inflation model in Bitcoin, like BlackRock suggested.
What's the biggest nightmare for Bitcoin holders? The grid going down?
Probably the banking grid will go down first, and then Bitcoin is more stable and more robust.
Okay. Okay. So the fear is actually that there's a
The fear
banking
is
crisis.
51% attack and the change of code, some attacks, administrative attacks on Bitcoin first.
Okay. So the government deciding they don't want yeah, they don't want people to have that freedom. And
Yeah, they have to.
they're losing control of their currency.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm surprised. And well, I tell you what, you've never had a uh who would have thought you'd have an advocate like this? I mean, people didn't know for a while what President Trump used to think it was a scam in his first term, right? Yeah, that's what he
Right.
said. He
Yeah.
totally embraced it. So you have an ally in the White House, I think. Um, I want to go a little bit into another area
Mhm.
because I know a little bit about you. We exchanged a few DMs on X, and I think you have ideas that no one really ever explained to us. What were those quote unquote drones that were flying around all over the world, concentrated on the East Coast? What do you think they were, Leo? Because I know you pay attention to what's not only happening here on what is it, Tierra Firma, and what's going on in other worlds. Do you have a belief
Right.
or a view on what
Yes,
that was?
I'm ready to share some knowledge, but I start with Bitcoin. I do believe that Bitcoin is the technology which were given to people in the precise manner. It's perfect from the beginning. That's the key point. It's very strange because, of course, some components of Bitcoin were known before, but not all. And Satoshi just introduced it in a way which we didn't see before. It's a perfect system, just given as a whole, and it contains several elements which the humanity had to spend like 20 years to develop to come to this system. So I believe the system was tested somewhere else. So it's a ready system implemented somewhere else on other planets, and I believe that we have some process of disclosure, and the first contacts made in the open form, and the drones. There are two types of drones. One type is human-made, and another one is non-human. Um, why I think so? There was such a phenomenon like crop circles, and there are two types
Yes.
of crop circles. You probably know human-made.
Yeah.
Definitely, they exist. There are groups, circle makers, or some dudes in England. They do make crops, but there are definitely crops which we'll call genuine, and they have some properties that humans cannot reproduce. And this genuine or um, non-earth non-earth origin crop circles is the first sign of contact. And the drones is another instance. Definitely, we have some hidden technologies which government possesses, and reverse engineering technologies, and other deep projects technologies, which, for example, the blue beam technologies to beam and holographic project the objects in the sky, but not
Yeah.
all. But not all. And there are definitely some genuine interstellar communication objects coming to our solar system and appearing in our sky. So that's
Why now?
why
Or
now.
has this been going on for a long time, just not at the same intensity?
Definitely not same intensity. Long, relatively long, like 50 years long period. It's not
Uh,
really, it's really short in the cosmic term. And why now? Because we're coming some very special cosmic event, which is the solar, we call it micronova event, which is currently known as periodically uh, exploding stars. This is not a big explosion like a supernova. It's much smaller, but greater than X class or something stronger than X class solar
so where
flares.
is that going to fry our grid?
Kind of, yes, exactly. And we need to prepare. the drones, the sign to for us to accelerate our preparation, and we need to go to a completely different societal structure and financial structure. And I believe that this year we will hear the introduction or first steps or testing of a new financial system based on the blockchain. So I believe Bitcoin is like a preliminary step just to prepare the humanity to use self-custody, wallets, blockchain, to be independent and not rely on the government. But the next system will be even better than Bitcoin. It's not altcoins, definitely. It's not human-made. It's not made by speculators. It should be kind of quantum-based technology, which
Oh, okay.
will be much wider accepted and has will have stronger security than Bitcoin itself.
Okay. So, what are your preparations for what you see coming? Maybe some people should
Yeah,
model.
I think people should learn the underlying security technology in the blockchain, especially in Bitcoin, and using Lightning Network uh, as an addition, layer two solution for Bitcoin, and also. This the whole economy. The people need to learn how economy can survive, can work without the greed, the banking greed. In some countries like El Salvador or some islands, uh, Bitcoiners teach local communities to use Bitcoin everywhere, and it's easy to implement. Every cellular phone, like a mobile phone, can have a wallet and also can be a store to sell services.
Hmm,
And this is
okay.
important preparation.
So that El Salvador is probably a very good test case for this, right?
Definitely, sure. Yeah.
Things going okay down there. Things are improving because they've made this stand in transition. Are they getting better?
Well, I haven't been there, but I believe it's getting better in terms of
Hmm.
the security in the country and also working together, the Bitcoin community and the government implementing and introducing to people the new type of economic relations and integration into world economy. And this way, Bitcoin kind of uniting. It's a global currency, basically.
Yeah,
It's a
right.
new global currency. So people need to get used to this global economy, no borders, no control, uh,
Yeah.
economic relation connections across continents.
Wow. Going to be the wild, wild west, right, buddy? I want to, okay, let's wrap it with this.
Yeah.
So the government knows what's going on. Many governments know what's going on as far as non-human activities. When
And the
is when?
new administration, a lot of people in new administration, they are quite familiar, and I believe Elon
Okay.
Musk as well, because this degree, the Starlink system probably will be used as a part of the delivery system to the new financial system.
Okay. So when's the unveiling for the common man like me?
I believe we can hear about this year, or maybe by summer.
And some people are saying they're going to use that hologram projection that looks real
Yeah.
for it to be a deception and kind of like a false
Yeah.
flag. I mean, if there's one thing that could unite humanity is an adversary or something different than humans. Do you believe they're coming here for our good?
Absolutely for good, yes,
Okay.
but there could be some deception and false flags, trying to make fear, to scare people, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I tell you, you're an interesting guy, Leo.
thank you.
Really, and I listen, everyone who's here live or sees this on video, follow Leo. Do you have a website, Leo, where people could go and read
Right.
your stuff?
Yes, I have website bitcoinwave.net, and also I'm going to introduce Discord server, uh, where
Okay.
I'm going to discuss more topics than in X. I want to focus on Bitcoin only. Uh,
Okay.
People demand it.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll teach me how to set up a wallet, because to me a
Oh,
wallet is made out of leather.
right. Yeah. Also, yeah, I'm
I'm an old timer, in fact, what is it? You get to a point in the cycle of your life where everything is changing so fast, it's hard to keep up with it, and you become an anachronism.
also not only wallets, I will be teaching people how to accept payments in Bitcoin. So I just set up
Okay,
a BTC Pay server and I will be accepting payments in Bitcoin only.
cool.
Yeah.
Leo,
Awesome.
Leo Hart. Follow Leo at Leo Math Hart
Thank you.
and get educated for what's around the corner. There's, as Dylan says, there's a change a coming. So be part of it or be left out. So I really appreciate you being here, Leo. I'm going to look forward to talking to you in about 3, 4 months, maybe May, and
Yeah.
see how things are going. And thank you for coming here and sharing your your wisdom with our community.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone.
Leo Hart, everyone who teaches and trades with his heart, and you may not know it, but you are too. Right, Leo? They don't know they're trading with their heart. They think they're using their head. But your heart is also your brain. So follow Leo, and that's going to be a wrap. You could be with the team in 15 minutes. Yeah, the heart has brain cells. There you go. People are aware in here. Uh, on the morning edge in 15 minutes. Good hunting the rest of the day, everyone. And remember, don't just count your brain cells in your heart, count your blessings. Adios, everyone.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with ForexAnalytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.